Yippee! Wahoo! Science!
Wow.
Razzle dazzle!
Good morning, Michael.
That was a beautiful intro music. That was beautiful.
It's wonderful, isn't it? Big thanks to Alana. Lana Biryani.
What if we edit out a different one? Don't worry. Don't think about that. No, we would never.
Oh Christ! No. Listen. We're if we ever get successful, we will forget our day ones. We will forget everyone who's helped us up until now.
No one's on our Kurt trails.
Right. We're not going to acknowledge anyone who's done a single thing for.
Yep.
us.
Welcome back to the Rats podcast.
Yay!
Really awesome time. I'm your host, Michael.
And I'm also your host, Felix.
Aww. What are we talking about today, Felix?
Oh, well, God. How about let me tell you about
Got
my...
a little teaser for this? Got a little teaser?
Little teaser, little insight into the, as you all know and love. Felix, I'm something of a dark horse. I'm a bit of a man of mystery. But I'm happy to slightly creak open that door, let you peek in, let you get a little bit of insight into, the life and times. Yours truly. And I can tell you what I've been experiencing.
What have you been experiencing?
I've been experiencing trouble with my sleep. Dun, dun, dun.
That's not good.
You can add that noise in. Now, and the thing is, if you know me, you know I need my beauty sleep. I despite my best intentions,
You need it. But
I become real grouchy. I really try. I just cannot help it. It's like it's beyond my capability to not be a bit of like a bit of a mare if I haven't had
little BITH.
Right. I'm a bit of a Mary Sue. I don't think that's. I keep using Mary Sue incorrectly. Anyway.
This is a feminist podcast as well.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. Listen.
You're a bit of a John Doe.
I'm a bit of a John
in the morning.
And now this problem. See, there's been a bit of heat, and it doesn't take a lot. If it's the slightest bit balmy, I struggle. I'm awake, and I suffer. I suffer, mate.
You suffer in the heat.
And now that alone be one thing, but it wouldn't set me aside from most other Britons who are struggling with this heat wave. Thanks global warming. Thanks Amazon. Christ.
Amazon,
but
the Amazon rainforest.
Yeah, I blame the Amazon for. I think it's not doing enough.
Yeah. True.
Christ. Now. What has really beset me? I'm at war. I'm at war, Michael.
Oh dear.
And do you know who I'm at war with?
Who? You tell me.
The bugs.
The bugs.
The bugs, Michael.
Like the birds and the bees.
Less the birds. I like avian creatures. They're friends. Friends of Felix.
Wait, let me guess. Is it flying bugs? Like flying.
It's every conceivable bug. It is the whole sweeping, category of bugs. They are out to get me. They are trying to ruin my life, and they've been trying to do this since I was born. I think it's written in the stars. But so
which bug specifically last night?
Okay.
Was it everything? Like crickets at your window, like aerosols.
Right. So there were very often, if I'm struggling to sleep, or I'm just generally a little bit slightly on edge and a bit, disturbed. Always disturbed. Very unhealthy. But if there's, like you say, some crickets, there's always just a faint noise of some creature off in the distance. Like you can never just have calm tranquility. Again, that's the bugs. That's psychological warfare.
Geneva Convention has banned that.
Right. The bugs don't adhere to any international law. They are a force upon themselves. Now, then, my greatest adversary of the the bug host would be spiders.
I'm hoping it's ants. Oh. Okay.
This, if any, I don't know. Ants. This is the whole thing. Right? I wish. I'm always trying to be Earth Mother Felix, you know, one with nature.
Well, the spiders are keeping away the ants, so I guess.
Well, you know, well, that's. I mean, yeah, the bugs are not a unified front necessarily. They've got their own infighting, but they're unified in one thing, and that's bothering me.
At least one of them is bothering you.
So spiders, there's crickets, or you know, cricket adjacent.
What are the
creatures.
spiders doing though? What
I'll get onto
actually
it.
are the
It's
spiders?
it's horrifying. It's actually horrifying. It's really not good. And then I will. Well, I'll leave the last one as a little treat. And this one's really weird. It's really like unexpected, unsettling. Oh, and then there's also just the general. There's always like little fucking flies or. Do you know? So on the lighter scale of things, of like just bug annoyance. You know, this is like low intensity. You know, guerrilla warfare. I'll be in bed watching TikToks at like 2 a.m. and suddenly you have a fly just like do a kamikaze.
He wants to watch too. He wants to watch as well.
No, they're not for him. They're not for him. It's my For You page, and it's for you, not for Felix and Bug. Right?
Maybe if you watch like more like frog related or lizard content, it's too scary for them that late at night. They won't be able to sleep.
No, you're right. You're right.
Then you got them. You got them on the ropes. Let's bring in the topic segment of the today.
Well, I didn't even tell I didn't tell my story.
Was that not even it? Come on! Come on!
Okay, hold on. Right, okay. So essentially, on the low side of things, the bugs, they're flying into the screen. You can go as bit out, Christ. I'm just repeating more. Okay.
Come on. Yep. Come on.
The real problem. No. So
the real problem.
I have to set the scene.
Not the spiders. Not the flies.
Well, it is the spider. Christ, the spiders are the real
spiders. Oh yeah,
so
sorry. Yeah,
it's the heat.
spiders.
You have to imagine it's like I'm up at all hours. I'm waking up every like 2 hours. I'm hot. I'm sticky. I'm not. You know, and I'm sleeping on top of my bed like I'm in prison, in an effort to try and not overheat as much. And what do I feel? Now I'm not sure if you have this. I always wonder if this is a sensation. This is a Felix original, and I'm just a little bit mad. But sometimes I feel like a phantom sensation, like I just feel like something on my arm, or a little bit of like an itch, and you know, often there's nothing there. Right. Ooh. Right. But it's, you know, but that is one, you know, it's either annoying, and at the worst, you know, it's a little bit like, oh god, what's that like, Christ. So what I did, you know, it's like I think I checked my phone. Always a good thing to do if you plan to return to sleep. Check the screen. You know, have all that light fucking flood into your eyes. It was about 4 a.m, maybe 5, give or take, right? From what I recall, and I felt this kind of crawling on my arm, like this. I felt like this kind of sporadic.
A presence.
A dark presence. Yeah.
It's from the Bogmen.
Right. Now these, this was, you know, and because I was already kind of slightly delirious and, you know, kind of in and out of sleep. I wasn't like in a nice long sleep. I sort of turned the light on. I sort of got up, and then what do I see? What do I see fucking emerge from like the crease of the fucking the fattest spider, the fattest spider.
You don't need to fat shame.
Sorry, okay.
These ladies.
Okay.
Okay.
A plus size spider, yeah. Which
It
there was, you know, it's one thing to have a day long. I don't like any of the spiders. Listen, I really wish I was like, you know, Earth nature in touch with. I love like a, you know, give me a reptile, give me a deer, you know, Bambi. Sure.
In your bed.
Right, all of them. I want a whole menagerie. I want to be surrounded by a zoo in bed. But I'll tell you what you can exclude from that fucking
Noah's Ark in the fucking bed.
Fucking bugs, man. You know, in an ideal world for me, I appreciate there's, you know, the kingdom, the natural kingdom, and, you know, bigger animals have to eat the small animals. Always bigger fish. But I don't believe there has to be any creatures that are smaller than like a rodent. I think anything that's gone smaller than that, you know, I think birds are just pushing it. I'm not particularly keen on them.
Tiny small lizards? You were just singing
their
praise earlier.
This is alright. But then again, you know, I'm a bit like a I'm like someone looking for scapegoats here, because once the bugs are gone, then lizards are next. Because it's like, you served the purpose when you were killing off the bugs.
Oh dear.
But now what are you doing there? You're just scaly, mate.
Fuck. Shit.
Right. So anyway, sorry.
Shit.
I'm in bed.
Shit.
I'm slightly delirious.
Mhm.
It's like 4 a.m. Lights on.
And the spider comes out.
And you know when you've just woken up. You know when you feel fucking groggy and
Yeah.
ill.
Yeah. The setup's
Suddenly,
good. Keep it going.
Suddenly I'm awake. Adrenaline.
Adrenaline hits.
Now you might
Adrenaline
think,
hits your stomach.
you might think this is Felix just being typically dramatic, but I cannot express how I don't think. I mean, arachnophobia is a pretty charged term, but I really don't like spiders. So I literally do enter a kind of fight or flight. My blood was rushing. I was like preparing for battle. Blood was rushing. I got a massive boner. Sorry, you can admit that. You can cut that. So then because it's 4 or 5 a.m. I'm conscious of my neighbours. I'm conscious of my dear mother who's sleeping like 2 rooms across. So I have to instinctively what I want to do is scream like a little schoolgirl. But instead I kind of have to muffle. I have to like scream into my arm like I'm in some horror. I'm like, oh no.
Are you still in bed?
No, I'm out of bed. I'm out of bed. So I'm out of bed now, currently overlooking my. This is all in the span of like 5 seconds because this thing is now crawling over my bed, and I have to act fast, right?
Yeah.
Now, fortunately,
No.
I have SES training, so I quickly grabbed my my mug, which was on my desk, and I always this is another spider-induced fear thing that I do now,
mug.
is I keep a mug or a glass of water. By my
Not
bedside.
because
or on
you're
my desk.
lazy to take it back downstairs.
Well, no, this is the thing. Well, I leave it full. No, because I heard this horror story about how spiders, they'll crawl into your mouth and you'll eat them because they're looking for moisture. Right?
Yeah, the old wives' tale. It's a myth. It's a myth.
No. That's fact. That's fact.
Okay, alright.
Wait,
here. Wait. Calling in now. Here's a word from our guest about that right now.
Hi, I'm Alana, and welcome to my Science Corner. Thanks for letting me on the podcast. I'm ever so thankful. The statement about humans eating 70 insects and 10 spiders while sleeping is false. There is no scientific evidence to support this claim, as insects generally avoid larger animals like humans. Hence, this is largely a myth. Yahoo! Wait, no. Don't use that. Yay, science fact. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Alana. Thanks, Alana, for that. Yeah.
Right.
Back on track.
Because of this fear of spider. No, because it's one thing I wouldn't love it, but if I was told after the fact that a spider crawled in my mouth and I'd eaten it, and I woke up to this news, that would be unpleasant, but I could live with it. If I woke up, however, to like I don't know, like 4 spiders' legs like halfway down my throat and the other 4 like still pointing out of my mouth like I was having a tasty snack, that would horrify me. That would traumatise me in a bad way. So what I do is I leave out a glass of water or a mug of water, not for me,
for the bugs,
but in the hopes that if
for
there
the
is,
bugs.
Right, if there is,
you're actively making it a hospitable place for the bugs to drink.
Well,
you know, you give them late night entertainment in the form of like piles of poo on your TikToks.
Oh well, that's right. All that poo content.
All the flies.
I thought he was about to say in my bed. I thought he was going to say in my bed.
You got a big trash can full of.
It's all those animals. It's the menagerie. They just fucking.
Noah's Ark beds.
It's horrible. My Noah's Ark bed's just full of animal shit. No wonder the fucking flies.
Alright, we've been going for 15. We've been going on 15 minutes, man.
That's good. It's a good bit. Okay. No, listen.
This was the 4 minutes intro.
This is a good intro.
Okay.
This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. The thing about so we're in this like the spider's moving. Uh-huh. I have to act suddenly. I'm also like a frightened little girl. Oh god, I'm not really living up to the feminist ideal with all this.
Brave,
like a frightened child.
Girl.
There we go. Brave little girl. No, I was a brave little girl because what I did. Yeah. So then, now I thought, right, well, I'm gonna use this mug to, you know, capture the spider. But unfortunately, the mug was full of
Full of
water.
spiders.
Oh no! Oh god! Right, so then hundreds of spiders were. Oh god!
It's full of water, so you had to down the glass full of spiders.
Well, no, I. Oh god! Oh, that'd be my worst nightmare. Oh god! I have to like wipe away the like legs like, from my fucking.
No.
I'm like, oh, that was. I have to like crunch it down.
God.
Oh god!
Jesus.
No, okay. Fortunately, just water. Well, not actually that fortunate because then, in my slightly kind of senseless way, although I'm glad I did it because otherwise the spider would be fucking loose. I just like cupped the spider, but in the process just got water all over my already slightly. It's that kind of way where you have to like change your sheets every fucking night because it's so warm. And so I just have I now have just like it's like a big fucking patch of water, and I believe the spider's under there, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You have to be confident. Was it a clear glass or anything?
Well,
or
this is
opaque.
No, it was a mug. It was a mug, ceramic, right? Like you know, earthenware. So then I kid you not, looking at the clock after the fact, I knew that I spent a good 20 minutes just staring at glass in kind of fear and apprehension. Just thinking, oh god, if I don't do it right, it's gonna get on my hands. It's gonna get on my hands.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I finally pluck up what little courage there's left in, you know, well, it's a very small meter, and I get like a bit of paper. I don't have any A4 to hand, you know, like the ideal sheet of paper. All I had was,
Don't you not have a book?
like the thinnest like paperback. Well, yeah, no, but I had like a paperback, but that's not ideal. No, because what you want to do is slide under and then
Oh,
saw it.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to do is like jiggle it. No, like I'm opening up too much that the spider's just gonna fucking. They're gonna get out. Anyway, and then, in a surprise to no one, in trying to do this after spending 20 minutes, you would have thought I could have devised like the perfect plan. The spider gets out.
Oh no.
Spider gets out.
Containment
And
breach.
I'm too fear stricken to. At that point I go into fucking. I'm a bit like a chicken. I'm just scared it's gonna get like my fucking feet. I'm like dancing around. But it looks like I've got. It's really. It's a lot.
Oh,
It's
God.
a lot. And I'm also trying to keep the noise down too. So I'm just. It's just the whole. It's just fear and terror in Felix's bedroom at 5 a.m. This is how I say the same for my romantic rendezvous.
Fear and terror, trying to not let them
Fear
get your
and terror.
feet. Keep your toes.
Right.
Keep your toes.
Oh god, they're gonna touch me. Get up.
Shit.
Oh, don't drink my spider water. That's mine. Yeah. The So and then, as a result, I couldn't find it. So I think it. As a result, under my bed is now like a no-go zone. I'm scared to ever fucking. If I have to ever get something out from under my bed, it's horror. I often have to get fucking the Henry Hoover out beside me. I'm like, Henry, you'll join me in this. You'll aid me, won't you? If it comes to it. And I have it like I turn it on in anticipation that if a spider fucking gets out, I can hoover it up quickly. Like, God, I really I want to assure the listeners, I'm generally I'm not that calm and collective. If anything, I'm actually quite like, hot and bothered. But I'm usually fairly rational about
Spiders.
I really just don't like spiders. Quite, they're not keen. I know this is a bit insulting because you know what with Australia, you know.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's
this spider
a-
probably, like, it was small enough to fit in a cup, so, like, you're probably fine.
Yeah,
And
it wasn't.
you don't have venom in it.
It was. It
You don't
wasn't
have
like a.
venomous.
It was like a fat. It was a fat one. It was unpleasant.
Yeah.
Christ. It's more the fact it crawled on my. Oh, that was horrible. Christ. Anyway, so that spider fucking disappears back into the. My hope is that it might have crawled out the window. Who can say?
Hopefully.
That's wishful thinking.
Rendezvous.
No, and then
that
that doesn't.
the crickets,
Right.
And they
And
found your weak spot.
Yeah, it was just right. Reports back.
Yeah.
It's great success. And then to finally, if you thought that was it,
Oh
so
God.
then I'm spending
There's
the next-
more.
Yeah. Well, okay, but there's less than that. God, it's for 20 minutes, John. Christ. So I spend the next few hours with even less like sleep. Like I'm just going in and out of. I'm getting like 20 minutes at a time. Now I wake up and like I'm panning myself. I'm really. It's not great. It's not great. And then the strangest thing happens. I kid you not. I like look over to like on top of my computer, right?
Oh no. Oh no.
This is really weird. This is weird.
Oh no.
No. There was like a cocoon.
What? What?
Right. There's like some weird cocoon that I'm so terrified. I know it was something bug related. Like, I know it wasn't of this.
It was not of this world.
Christ. It looked but the thing about cocoons and bugs, they all look like fucking aliens. Like, and I know it's the other way around. Like one's based on the other. Christ, I just don't like. I don't fucking like. You know, we stand with a mammal. Even like I don't know, like a fish. I have more love for a fucking trout than a
Mate,
spider.
fucking,
So
I could
there's
not
this
tell
weird
you what
cocoon
a
thing.
echidna is, mate.
Nor can I.
Platypus. Fucking. What do you
Oh
mean?
man. Oh. The fucking.
So is the cocoon still there?
Well, no. So then what I did, right. This is what makes this story all the more strange and
wonderful.
So I didn't want to touch it, but I didn't want to leave it there, and I was scared. My fear was that, oh my God, there's going to be like thousands of babies, like that. This is their fucking. This is how they get. This is like their invasion ship. This is like the first wave.
Oh God.
Like, I need to like lock this down stat. So I'm scared that it'll crumple my hands and like 1,000 baby spiders will like emerge or.
No, it was like
they'll be like,
Invasion
"We're
of the
free!
Body
Daddy, we're
Snatchers. There's
free!"
gonna be you in there, incubating to replace you.
Oh
Yeah.
God! Oh no! I mean, the cocoon had some growing to do. Admittedly, it would have been a very tiny replacement, like the size of my palm. But I mean, that still would be quite terrifying
God.
if there was an.
Wait, how big was this
the size of my
cocoon?
palm. It was about smaller than my it could fit in my palm. But it was sizable enough.
Jesus.
It was weird. No, but this is the thing. Right? I remember the size because then what I did is I got I then went and got a towel and I wrapped it like a newborn babe. I wrapped it around the cocoon, and then I put it in the bin, like the bin, and I went to bed, and then I continued to have for the next few hours. 15-minute increments of sleep, and then waking up in terror, and then when I finally decided, right, well, this was a nice restful night of sleep, I'm gonna get up for the day. I went to check the bin,
Oh God. Oh no!
and it wasn't there. And I genuinely and it was really you have to and then my poor mother. I'm just there on my knees, like surrounding the bin, like looking, like she's like, "Oh my God, my son! This is it. He's finally cracked. He's fucking. We've
This
lost
isn't
him."
my.
Because I'm just like I'm searching.
Do you
for
reckon she's
another-
wondering if you were replaced by a pod person? Like in that moment.
That's not my son. That's pod person. Pod person Felix. Oh God. Maybe that's why the cocoon's gone. Because I'm the replacement.
Yeah, you've got the memories,
God.
but you're ready to be activated.
Jesus Christ.
For the bug army succeeded.
Always.
Wow.
Oh
The
my
bug
God.
army.
We're living in a nightmare.
Bug army won. Well,
Bug army won.
well that's all we have time for today. Well, let's have an
it.
open
That's just- I
discussion
didn't think-
about the key theme of the story. I think it was about bugs. What do you think it was about?
I actually think I think this delved into deeper themes of I think it delves into how I think a little bit crazed, a little bit cuckoo.
Uh-huh.
I definitely think the cocoon induced, the fucking like terror induced cocoon hallucination is clearly there's something weird going on there because that's not healthy. Now I can assure the the listeners I wasn't under the influence of other than sleep deprivation. I was
Well, okay.
I think I was
All right.
sober.
How about this? What's your take on if you were replaced by pod person.
Oh my goodness. Well, that would depend on what is the intent of pod people. What is their mission goal?
To stop
If
humanity
they had like a
killing each
website,
other.
if they had like a oh god, so if they had like a startup website and like our mission statement, it would say we. How would they word it? Would it just be like
They're gonna.
hi?
Brexit means Brexit.
Oh god. Oh, I mean,
I'm not sure.
I guess Brexit was like the European equivalent of a pod nation. We became the pod nation.
You are the pod.
Like the former Britain was then. The Brexiteers became.
Are you sure it wasn't a nightmare
Yeah.
that the pod existed?
But then,
You dreamt
that
it
actually would make a lot
because,
of
like,
sense.
yeah, like a weird fever dream.
but
The
then-
spider bit you, poisoned
And
your
I think-
brain,
I think, yeah.
and
no, I
wanted you to
I it's
think
fucking
that there
venom.
was a pod.
Oh my,
my
god.
God.
There's layers.
Layers.
It's fucking terrifying.
So then,
But I
yeah.
think it's the fact I was not. The fact I was like dipping in and out of sleep that I think meant that what would have been otherwise like a more obvious transition from sleep to dream. Maybe I didn't really realise that the cocoon was actually a dream state. So then in the morning when I did very much do this because my mother was like, "Are you okay? What are you doing?" She's just trying to enjoy a fucking morning coffee, and I'm just searching for the rubbish like a madman.
Well,
Yeah.
well, Felix, what do you reckon's coming next episode on the Rat
Oh,
podcast?
jeez. Well, I never told you about the cricket.
Oh god, there's more to the bug story.
Oh god, there's more. No, that's the bug. That's bugs.
That's bugs. We've done bugs. This is things.
I think.
Yeah.
I think we should do a fun quiz. I think we should do a little. We should test.
Now?
I think we should. Well, we could do it now. We're equally.
Oh, next time.
I think we should treat him a little bit mean.
Give him a
Sorry,
little
listener.
unlisted
Not this time.
quiz,
We're
quick
gonna keep him
quiz.
keen.
Yeah, all right, sounds good. Big thanks to our guest, who came in, flew all the way.
Yep.
Yeah,
We rely on our guests. They're integral.
and your Patreon support is what funds
Yes.
this. Thank you very much. Subscribe, ding that bell. Is that the music? Is that the outro music?
Yeah, it's always
bye.
Felix and Mikey say
Bye bye. Good morning.
Oh man.
No, that was awful. I love science.